4 days ago, I found out my childhood friend is a serial killer. He didn't know this until last night, which is why I'm currently on the run from him as well as the local police. Let me take it back to yesterday, when the elephant-sized shit hit the fan. It had been 3 days since I unfortunately found out that my childhood friend and old neighbor, Peter Rump, is responsible for the murders of 16 young women around town. This whole situation has shocked not only our community, but pretty much the whole country due to the absolute sick and grisly ways the bodies have been found. So far, every corpse has been found within Blake Park, slumped over next to a tree. Each victim's hands and feet were sliced off with what was assumed to be a buzzsaw. None of those 4 limbs anywhere to be found, not once. Every single one of their teeth had been plucked straight out of their mouths and jammed into a giant dent created at the top of their heads. Each victim also had exactly 50 stab wounds all around their torso. If that wasn't bad enough, here's the real kicker. Inside of each victim's mouth, there was an index finger that appeared to have been cut off by a cleaver. However, the finger was always a different skin color than the person it was inside of, and when matched with a victim of the same skin, it was always negative. This ghastly stunt told everyone that there were 16 more bodies out there, creating a total of 32 deaths, and counting. There was not a doubt in anyone's mind that this person was seriously fucked in the head, yet every mentally ill person in this town was proven innocent or incapable of doing something like this, meaning this asshole flew under the radar and could be anyone in our shitty little town. I only found out it was Peter after I went into his basement to retrieve a video game I lent him and found a secret passageway. I knew it was probably something personal, but we were good friends. We've known each other since we were toddlers, and plus he wasn't home. He left a spare key for me under his welcome mat. That's how good of friends we were, and why I never expected what I was about to find out. Like I said, while searching for my video game, I found a secret passageway that led to another room that I've never seen before. I mean, I don't live there, so why I was so shocked at seeing this is beyond me. Anyway, I walked inside of the room, being the nosy bastard I am, and instantly smelled something that frankly deserves its own scary story. Besides that, I realized just how large this room was. Not height-wise, but I mean, it looked like the room went under the other houses next to Peter's. After noticing the scope of the room, that's when I realized the bodies. The dozens upon dozens of decaying carcasses created a line along the wall. They weren't even in garbage bags or something like that. Just dead bodies laying there. Some of them looked like they'd been dead for years. I didn't do anything. I didn't go further into the room. I didn't examine anything else. I didn't call the police for whatever fucking reason. I just left. I went back to my house mortified and very confused as to why Peter had a bunch of cadavers lying in his basement. It took a little time for me to put 2 and 2 together with Peter and all the dead bodies appearing in Blake Park. I knew I should have just gone to the police immediately. If I did, I know for a fact none of what is happening now would be happening. Anyway, so you must be wondering, what was the best plan I could come up with? 3 days of me pondering about what to do. Well, my dumbass decided the best course of action would be to confront Peter about this, try and reason with him, get him to turn himself in. Yes, I realize now I'm an idiot. Like I just said, my plan was to hopefully appeal to his tiny bit of sanity he might still have and convince him to admit to everything and get some seriously needed help. As you could imagine, things did not go well, which is why I'm on the run from him and the police. Before I can even finish my monologue to him, Peter whipped a knife out of his pocket and tried to slash my throat. Fortunately, I was able to fall to the ground just in time and kick his leg, sending my old friend into his glass table, breaking it. Luckily, he dropped the knife, giving me time to grab it. That was my second mistake of the night. Peter then grabbed a shard of glass from his previous table and lunged at me. I backed up, but not enough, sending both of us onto the ground again. Just before my neck could be split open, I stabbed Peter in the gut with his own knife, pulled it out, and pushed him off me. That's when I ran out the front door and down the sidewalk, since I didn't drive here in my car for some reason. Like I said, I'm an idiot. After a few minutes of running down different streets and accidentally knocking over someone's baby stroller, I came to the realization that Peter wasn't following me, and the man and woman across the street from me probably thought I murdered someone because I was still holding the bloody knife. I turned away and reached for my phone, but it wasn't there. Oh crap, it must have fallen out of my pocket during the scuffle. I turned back around and saw the couple backing away slowly. Hi, can I borrow one of your phones? I asked the couple. They kept backing up slowly and clearly staring at the knife. No, look, I didn't kill anyone, alright? I just stabbed my best friend, who murdered a bunch of women, and they're running away. From what I've seen on the news, 2 phone calls came in. One from Peter, saying that his best friend confessed to murdering all the women in Blake Park and then tried to kill him, and the other, coming from the couple, claiming a creepy homeless guy wanted to kill them and take their phones. Son of a bitch. How the police didn't find any of the bodies in Peter's basement while making a crime scene in the living room is beyond me. All I know is that there's currently a manhunt out for Edward Jason Arthur Jr. I'm currently writing this at Pioneer Library in the town of Pioneer, next to my hometown where everything just went down. Before the phone calls came in, I went to my house and grabbed my wallet, a jacket, and my old phone I was getting ready to sell. I was going to head to the police station and tell them everything, but then I became a wanted serial killer, so that plan changed pretty quickly. I'm currently living in my car, which is stationed at the end of a Walmart parking lot. I clearly can't use any of my credit cards, so I'm stuck with $50 of cold hard cash. Great. I have no money, no bare essentials, and no innocence. Please tell me what you would do in this situation because, surprise, surprise, this is the first time I'm on the run from the cops and a serial killer. Trust me, all advice is welcome. I have literally no idea how I'm supposed to prove my innocence while evading a murderous psychopath and sugar-happy police officers. Ah, shit, the person across from me is reading a newspaper with the front page reading serial killer on the loose. I'm gonna have to leave soon before someone sees me in the photo on the front page. Until next time, this is Eddie Arthur, signing out.